Alrighty. Hey everybody. I want to take a second to do a little kind of update. As you probably can tell, there's a 69 Camaro that is missing from the shop. It's actually gone to one of my friends. I'm going to have quarters put on it just so I got one less thing to be worried about, the 69 Glacier Blue car. So I figured I would take some stuff out, lay it out, see what we got going on with this. Hopefully go ahead, finish the complete interior to that car and get at least the motor, the transmission, the bell housing, all that stuff in the car, drive shaft if possible. Hopefully the next day or so also even go as far as do the rear end. Pull it out and at least get it so it's sent off and being done. And then we still got to do disc brakes for the front of the car, piece by piece. So once again, we got the 454. It is 30 over. It's got the Forge 2399 pistons in it. Small dome. It's a 117cc chamber with the gaskets I'm running because it's the bigger gaskets on it. It's like 9.1, 9.07 to 1. It's really close to 9.1. So we got that. Good to go. We do have the stainless steel headers. Basically very similar to what's on the 68 Chevy 2 over there. I did go ahead and get a billet flywheel for it because, hey, I don't want anything problems, nothing to worry about in the future. We do have a blowout proof housing. It's got a little patina, but it's been powder coated really pretty. I think it's fire engine red. Have the big block heater core. We have the the pressure plate. And we got the 6-puck clutch. We're going to see how long that'll last. I really should have went with an 11-inch clutch with it, but it's already been balanced. That's been balanced for the whole setup. We do have the 68 dated Muncie, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that's out of the Firebird. Why? There is the Speedo gear on this side, the correct shifter for the car. Got that all good to go. I did start putting a little bit more of the weather strip in the car. Still have the brand new Sniper fuel tank, which is under here. It's one of the gas tank kits for the Sniper. Have the other door panel I have not put in. And there's the tank kit there. I'm deciding if I want to put the N30 wheel back in it or if I want to keep the Forever Sharp wheel in it. Still need to paint the pedal. Still need to put the new, because I got them right here. There's brand new pedal covers, gauges, all that stuff. I mean, the car's pretty nice for the most part. We need to pull it out. I did go ahead. I have pretty much all the rear end stuff. I'm going to keep it geared 307 with as much power as this car is going to be making. Shouldn't be any problem. A few of the pieces inside the car, new bolts. A couple things we got going on here. Brand new pretty aluminum cover. We have that. We have the Koyo bearing kit, everything else, crush sleeve, gasket, all 9 yards, put that in. And then underneath, we have the Yukon positive traction unit. It's a limited slip. All that goodness to go back in there. So this should button up at least the rear end. Get the rear end back under the car. Get back to that. Put the back door panel in. I'm waiting right now on the windlace that goes right there. I ordered it. It should be in within any day. Get that all ready. And then lastly, stuff to do. I cleaned a little bit yesterday under here, but need to sand, paint the firewall, put the big block heater box on it. Little odds and ends. Put that new heater core in it. Get that stuff all buttoned up. And then also lastly, the bottom side. There's some little bit of rust there where I've been sanding through. It's some surface rust too from where I sanded it. It'll wipe right off. And some red oxide primer too. Mixture of all of it. So I need to go under here, sand all that, get it a little closer, and black it real pretty. to get this thing all buttoned up. But who knows? That might mean this thing actually might be running before we know it, which would be freaking awesome. And then we got the big block heater box. I need to clean it up, probably buff it a little bit. Also waiting on a rear package tray. The car's going to need the rear package tray put back in it. Seats covered. It's in the other building. And I got pretty much everything to put a full 3-inch exhaust under it. I might go with something like a MagnaFlow type muffler. Something a little quieter on this car. I mean, that should be pretty ridiculous. Piece it together, but it's cool to kind of see the butternut yellow, the banana back out here, getting cleaned up. And then probably spatter paint the trunk. Still need to paint the tail panel on the car. I'm going to black it out. New tail lights. And real quick, just so you can see it, that is a 275 rear tire on a 15.8. It's a Wheel Ventique 62. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a 4 1/4 backspace. So it's got a little bit of meat under the back of the car. We got your nice good 12 bolt under there. So hopefully you'll see a lot more of this in the coming weeks. My goal is this week at least have the motor trans all bolted back in the car. Getting back closer to done. And I haven't decided yet, Cow Custom or my really pretty bling bling bow tie. I'd have to have these powder coated if I throw them on, because I'm not going to have that thing looking like bad in a week or so. And then the other 68, just need to get back on it. I got the pipes welded with the clamps, the band clamps there, V-band clamps. So I need to come in here. There's a small place where the cross member needs to be slightly bent. It's got probably 1/8 of an inch between it, but I want it to be about at least 1/4, 3/8. We'll bend the pipe a little bit. But it does, those eBay headers tuck under are pretty nice. And then hook up the brake on this thing and then put the rest of the exhaust underneath this car. And then get back into finishing up the AC system over there. As soon as I get the AC stuff buttoned up, I can finish putting the entire dash, put the tack in, put the radio in, put the rear speakers in it. And I did get one of the the heater delete plates, and I'm going to run all the hoses through it, just so it's a little bit cleaner on the firewall, to make that car kind of nice too. So like always, stay tuned, keep watching, and we'll have more content.